Hello, I'm Ashley, the engineer at Andover Norton, and this week we're doing a video on headlamp bulbs. Now, the issue here is that we sell these and then more often than not people say, you've sent me the wrong bulb. Also, when I've talked to people on the phone and said, do you have a BPF or an H4 fitting, they have no clue what I'm talking about. It's like talking double Dutch to them. Now, you need to know the difference between a BPF and an H4 fitting. They are distinctly different. Once you've seen it once, you will never not know again in the future which one you got. The difference is massive. Now over this side, this headlamp has got a BPF fitting. It is circular. The bulb that fits in there also has a circular base, and it has the two contacts like you most probably see on a bayonet connection bulb in your home. It's distinct. There used to be the old way of telling by saying, does it have a big like golf ball size glass lamp on the end of it? That's not always true, and it's not a very good way to identify the bulb, because back in the 80s and 90s when these bulbs were no longer being made, there was a bulb like this that had the round BPF, British pre-focus base, but it had the H4 type style lamp put into it. So it's no good way of telling just by the size of the glass on the lamp itself. It also comes with a different type fitting, really distinctly different to what the H4 type fitting is. This one's round and it has the two contacts to pick up on the lamp. It's effectively just a spring-loaded push and twist type fitting for the British pre-focus, the BPF bulb. Now, when we come across to the H4, you can see that the H4 has three distinct tangs on it. It is definitely different than the round BPF type bulb that was fitted originally on the bikes. I would have thought, wrongly, that some 40-50 years later, nearly every Norton Commando would have this style of headlamp bulb now fitted with this appropriate headlamp shell. Clearly it's not the case, because we're getting queries every week where people still got the old BPF. I don't know whether the bikes have been left in sheds, garages, workshops and they're just being taken out and restored, but we still see an awful lot of the original British pre-focus stuff. That's an H4 and that's a BPF, distinctly different. We will get close-up photographs so you can see the difference. Likewise, the electrical piece that actually attaches to the lamp in the back of the headlamp shell is different again. This has got the three tangs on it, whereas this is a round style fitting. Again, we'll get photographs so you can see the difference. When it comes onto the headlamp shell, it's different again. This one here, some people say it's got wires. Again, not a real good way to determine that if you've got wires, it's an H4. The reason being, there's things like H1, H7, and there's other lamps out there that have wires as well. Now, you can see the three tangs on the actual base of the lamp fit in the three distinct positions on the headlamp shell. The wires clip over and hold the lamp in place. Totally different fitting arrangement to the BPF style, which you can see is totally different. Even from there, I would imagine you can see that on the camera. We will get photos, of course, as well. The LED bulbs, while I'm here, I mentioned about LED bulbs. In the UK, for a motorcycle only, in the headlamp, you need to have a light source. It can be LED. LEDs are not illegal on classic motorcycles. You can fit an LED bulb in the actual headlamp shell. What the MOT will check, they will check to make sure that the light source in there casts the correct beam shape ahead of the vehicle, the motorcycle. That's what they check. For the motorcycle, it's a light source. If you try fitting LEDs in some modern cars, you'll most probably find you've got no end of problems with the electronics, and they're also I do believe illegal to fit, but not so on a motorbike. The other thing to bear in mind is you will see LED lamps and some of them have got a heatsink at the back. Try to avoid those. They get hot, and if you're putting them in the back of the headlamp shell where the wiring is, it can touch the wiring and melt. There are some like this, and they're the exact same fitting envelope as this style lamp. The beauty of those ones is there's no heatsink, but they do work by adjusting the amount of current that flows through the lamp when it gets warm. Now, some of you are thinking, if I'm going riding down a lane at night and my headlamp gets warm, I don't want it going dim on me. Trust me, I've used an LED one, compact LED they normally call them. I've used one for years and it's never gone dim on me at all. They work perfectly. So something to bear in mind. Always try and fit the compact version without the heatsink at the back. Far better idea. Now that concludes the video on the difference in the fitting arrangements between the BPF and the H4 fitting, which you'll find on your Norton. Any other queries, please feel free to get in touch. There are other fittings out there. The last time I came across something that was fitted to a motorcycle that was different to what you see here was probably about 20 years ago. And that was some strange European style lamp that somebody had managed to fit in a headlamp shell. Other than that, that's what you expect to see. Hopefully that can explain the difference between the two so you can order the right bulb. Thank you very much.